What's up, YouTube? It's your girl TB Tab back with another one. Working on my calendar for the month to come up, and I needed to get up here and make a video. And something one of my cousins said to me today was, "What are you avoiding? What are you avoiding?" And it's like whenever she first asked me that, I was like, "What are you talking about? I'm not avoiding anything." And she was like, you low-key are. Like, you know that you got greatness in you. You talk about it all the time. You talk about how other people got greatness in them, how they just somehow, some way holding themselves back and scared to take that leap. And it's just like, I had to think about it. Like, after the conversation we had, it was a very good conversation. Shout out to you, Cuzzo. And it was just like, I don't feel as though I'm avoiding anything, but deep down, I know I really want to take that step, but it's like, stop beating around the bush, Tab. I want to take that step to where I can just be free. Like, all jokes aside, like I tell you all the time, I don't mind my job, but it consumes so much of me, and it just makes me not want to do anything at times. And sometimes that feeling does win. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all and hold y'all. Like, sometimes it does. Sometimes I do come home and just be on some, I just want to go to sleep. And I know I can't continue to do that. Like, don't get me wrong, it's not all the time, but it's enough times to where when I do it, it bothers me so much. So it's just like, and I know what they all say, don't quit your job until you got everything, lined up. And I do wholeheartedly believe that. I do think that you should not take that step until you have everything in a row. Like, everything doesn't have to be perfect, but it's just on some, you at least have to have your stuff put together. You at least have to know that you are going to survive. Well, I say 3 to 6 months out. Honestly, I will say 6. I prefer it to be 6. I done heard so many different things from so many different people that I listen to and watch and just like are inspiration to me. A lot of them say 3 to 6 months. A lot of them say 6 to 12 months. And it just varies. It just depends on you. And it's just like, on some, my cousin was like, "Bro, I done seen some of the stuff that you've done. I've been a part of it." And it's like, you really be cooking, but it's just like you avoiding that extra step. Due to what? Are you afraid? Are you not confident? Like, what is it? And I just was on some, I know that I have responsibilities right now, and I don't want to put life on hold and make it a problem. And it's just like, within that same breath, she was just like, and you see that what you're saying, putting your life on hold, you're literally putting your life on hold right now on some, you don't want to leave because it's a sense of security. And it's just crazy because, like, that conversation, I listen to stuff like that all the time. It's just like, we have to take that leap of faith. And, I'm not saying I'm about to do anything drastic right now, but it's really just been on the forefront of my mind a lot lately. And it's just like, between things happening at work, between I'm not happy there, and just it's bothering everything else that I got going on. I don't know. I've been thinking about it real heavy. And it's just like, I don't want to continue to avoid things that I know are in the way. So, because it's definitely hard for me to find and keep my set schedule, because every time I have a set schedule, either I'm getting up for London or either I'm in here at nighttime during Asian. And it's just like, it's just so very hard because my job varies so much. Like, if they go ahead and do this thing that I've been trying to get them to do, then I can be on a straight 8-hour day period. And that would be lovely. Like, if I can get that, that would be lovely, because it's not that I necessarily need the overtime. It's just what I do at my place of business requires overtime dang near every day. And like I said, it is a blessing, but at the same time, yes, it is a blessing and a curse, because it's just like, it is just so many other things that I could be doing with my time right now. So, yeah, like I said, I mean, it's just been some stuff that I've been thinking about this whole little my vacation, my break, and then that was another thing. My cousin was eating me up today. Okay, it's just like, why did you have to take a break for so long? And I was just like, and this is what I tell y'all whenever it comes to taking breaks, you have to be careful with that because it will turn into dang near 3 months. Even though granted it hasn't been that long, like it started off as a week and it really ended up being the rest of May. And don't get me wrong, I did start trading last week and this week, but it's like I just been dipping my toes in the water because I haven't been so fond in it. She was just like, because you tell me all the time, like, go over my stuff, analyze everything that I've done, break it down, review it, journal it, and it's just like, she was like, I get it, I get taking a break, but it's just like you took a break to a point where it's like you got back in that bubble where not necessarily that your confidence is gone, but it's just it's messing with you mentally. And like I said, I'm just very much appreciative of that conversation today because it's just like I already knew that I felt like I was falling off, or not necessarily in a sense falling off, but I already knew that I didn't like how I was viewing trading or how I was doing with trading. Like even when it came to looking at the different instruments, and it's just like, granted, I was doing what I needed to do so I can get back to where I needed to get to, but it just started to become a cycle that I just was not feeling. So yeah, that was a very eye-opening conversation, and I just wanted to, bring that to y'all and just ask y'all, what are the things that you're avoiding? Because as much as you're avoiding it, what you're looking for could definitely be on the other side of that avoidance. But we get so hung up and stuck up in our feelings and in our emotions, and then it's just kind of like it just drifts by the wayside, and it's just like, bro, like, if you would have jumped back in, just jump back in. That's one of the things that I thought about today. My little nephew's birthday party is just, I know there won't no dang on mosquito. Sorry, that threw me off. It's a mosquito in my office and it flew past the camera and it just made me upset. Anyways, yeah. When I was a little kid, just like how my nephews was today, just jumping in the pool, don't even care, like, I don't care if it's freezing, don't care nothing. Today, as an adult, I dipped my feet. I was taking my son into the pool. Baby, I put that one foot in, put that other foot in, and I was just freezing. And my little nephew told me something that I used to tell all my big cousins all the time, like, you can't think about it. He was like, you can't think about it, auntie. You just gotta jump in. And I just thought that was so funny. That was like a full circle moment to me in my head, because it's just like, bro, I know better. I know I just have to jump in for me to just adapt to the coldness and be fine with it, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to. And then that made me, even having a conversation with my cousin, took it even further. And it's just like, bro, you sitting here dipping your toes in the market. Jump in that thing, because you already know what you're doing. You know how to swim. You know how to maneuver. You know how to hold your breath underwater. You know what it is that you need to do. So stop playing around. Jump in. Jump in the deep end. Okay? That's all I got, y'all. Yeah. This has been a very much needed, I don't care, everything between the break and the vacation, between me coming back slow. Like I tell you all the time, everything is God's time, everything in divine time. And like, I feel like everything had just lined up and just has been playing out exactly how it needs to play out, because it's to a point where I'm getting so fed up with myself and with my actions and with the things that I'm doing, where it's just like, when are you going to change it? When are you going to stop avoiding these things that you know that you need to change? Like, just go for it, dude. I'm telling y'all, it's very much annoying, because it's like, you see the things that you need to see. You feel your potential. You know what you can do. You've seen the damage that you can really cause, but it's just like you just steady dipping your toes in. You're dipping your toes in somewhere where you need to be just jumping in. So that's all I got for y'all before I really get to sitting here rambling. It took me a minute just to really even cut this camera on, because a part of me didn't want to make a video tonight, and I really can't even tell you why. Like, just reflecting and thinking about everything, but in me sitting in there, I was like, that is the exact reason why you need to go ahead and do it. Stop dipping your toes in. Just jump in. I think that's going to be the name of this video. Just jump in, bro. Just jump in, sis. What else do we have to lose? Okay. I mean, we've been fighting this fight for a minute, so what else do we have to lose? And I really, really do hope that somebody is listening. I hope that somebody is listening. And I know it's a couple of y'all that's listening, because some of y'all know me in real life and be talking to me about it, and I appreciate that. That makes me feel good. Like, especially to find out somebody that is a friend or somebody at my job that works. Somebody that I work with at my job comes up to me and talks to me about the video. I was like, that's pretty cool. I didn't even know you was rocking with me like that. So I appreciate that, big dog. So, but yeah, no, for real, I really hope that these videos is coming through, cracking through for somebody, even if it just changes one thing in your life, period. Even if it changes one thing in one person's life, one day. I don't care if it's today. I don't care if it's next year. I don't care if it's 5 years from now. I don't care. I really do hope that, I know that I'm not doing this for no reason. I know that, but I don't know. I hope that I'm touching the people that it needs to be touched. But that's all I got, y'all. That's really all I got. I'm about to sit here and finish. I got the calendar down because it's time for a new month. It's time for a new month, y'all. Oh my goodness gracious. Q3 is slowly approaching, and I'm like, good God. So that's all I got. Go ahead and make sure y'all do all the YouTube stuff. Like I said, I hope that y'all enjoyed this message. If you didn't, kick rocks with no socks. I don't know what to tell you. But I hope that y'all have a blessed night, day, week, month, year. It's 2025. What a time to be alive. What a time to thrive and strive for greatness. Okay. And I got to get back in the gym this week. Yeah, when Tab takes a break, she takes a break from everything. I'm very surprised that y'all got a YouTube video every day. I mean, I am and I'm not, but whatever. I got to get out of here before I get to rambling. I'm trying to hold myself back because y'all know I can really get to rambling up here. But yeah, y'all be blessed. Thank y'all for coming back and tuning in with your girl. It's your girl, TP Tab. I'm out.